Hi, if you're thinking about quitting your job, this video is for you. Moving abroad, doing something crazy. Well, there's some things you need to consider first. And my friend, it's all inside you already. Everything you want. That's the thing. You're gonna think, oh, I'm gonna get so much more freedom by doing this, quitting my job, doing that, going to this country. But the thing is, you already have everything you need. That's the real truth. You don't need to go abroad. You don't need to quit your job. And that's not what you want to hear, is it? And that's why I'm going to tell it to you. What you actually need to learn how to do is go inside yourself and feel the truth that you already have. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much money is in your wallet when you have to go. When it's your time to go, you gotta go, and it doesn't matter. And that's what this guy talked about. This little guy right there. And he had a lot of wisdom to share about why it's important to maintain equanimity. And a lot of people don't even know what that means, the word equanimity. But it's a level of okayness with allowing whatever is gonna have happen to have happen. Whatever's gonna transpire, it's gonna transpire. And how okay can you be about it? That's the thing. That's the thing. How okay can you be if you get fired? How much equanimity do you have? And really, most people's equanimity is pretty low. It's pretty low. But when you come inside and you look and see what's happening in your internal world, you shift your focus back to your internal world, everything becomes so clear. You start developing happiness that's independent of whatever happens outside. Peace with no matter who is in your life. And equanimity to allow whatever is going to transpire to transpire. This is how you take your freedom back. And this is real freedom, not the freedom that the United States preaches that they give you. This is the freedom of sovereignty of self. The freedom that only you have the power to take back. And it doesn't matter if you quit your job. It doesn't matter. Because a lot of people, they hide behind their work. Now, what do I mean by that? Their work is their savior. And without their work, who would they be? This, I think, is the main underrated benefit of quitting your job, because everything gets stripped back and revealed. Who are you without your work? This is a really important question. And for me, hi, my name is Daniel, by the way. I love talking about stuff like this. Thanks for being here. Subscribe if you want. But for me, I quit what I was doing and I moved to Southeast Asia so I could have more freedom. But the thing is, I already had it within me. But what I learned is that I am already free. I already have everything I need. And I've also learned a lot about myself through not working. I learned that I've been hiding from the world through work. And I've learned that actually I'm not as interesting as I thought I was. Work made me seem interesting to a lot of people because I was a poet before, writing custom poems on demand for people. And that's a very interesting thing people find to be interesting. Also a musician, people think that's very interesting too. And while they are very creative things and very beautiful things, ultimately they're very simple. You kind of just sit there and make stuff up. And just because you can make something up, it doesn't mean that you know what you're talking about. What I've learned is that it doesn't really matter what you're talking about if it doesn't have a basis in internal wisdom that you have developed through your own experience, not through watching YouTube videos or seeing anybody else and seeing what they're talking about. It is all about the experience, life experience that you have had, what it has taught you, and what you have comprehended out of it. The thing is, when I travel, I get that. I get that wisdom, a chance to learn from everything that's happening around me. That's the benefit from quitting your job and traveling. It's not that you're gonna live a paradise life, coconuts by the beach. No. It's much harder. The life of travel is a life of adventure. And adventure comes with many ups and downs. When you're in your normal everyday life working at a job, you don't have a lot of ups and downs. Every day can be the same. It can be very comforting. And a lot of people fall for that comfort. But I just can't. Me personally, I just can't. I just can't do that. I know it. I know that my soul, or there is something inside me that yearns for something more. To be investigative, a detective, if you will, and learn what it means to be alive in this world and to have curiosity for what we don't know, intuition on which way to go, and a direction in this world that comes from inside. So many people are looking to travel bloggers or vloggers for which next destination to go to. They've quit their jobs and they want to know where to go. And a lot of people get out there, they buy the ticket, they get out there and they realize that they're actually lost. And they go right back home. This actually happened to me. I went to Bali and I thought I knew what I wanted. Turned out I was lost and I just went right back 2 weeks later. I thought I could make this big leap. I thought I could start a new life, but I didn't have what it took. It takes a lot to leave your home country or to quit your job and buy the ticket and get over there and stay. Ooh, that's another one. Be able to stay once you get there, not just turn tail, run back home. So far, this is the point where I ran last time. It was 2 weeks in, and I'm 2 weeks in now. I'm in Vietnam right now, a country I've never been to, but I'm falling in love with. But this is when I ran last time. 2 years ago in Bali, I bought the plane ticket home. because I realized that I wasn't prepared. For one, I didn't have somebody to travel with. Having a partner to travel with has been incredibly powerful. Someone to reflect with and meditate with and go through all these experiences of travel together. Oh, that's been so helpful. But also my meditation practice, 2 hours a day, being able to sit there. You can do that anywhere in the world, it doesn't matter. And that has been so helpful, to be able to just sit with whatever is going on and observe, not try to change. Everybody who is trying to move abroad gets addicted to trying to change the reality. And that's why I feel like a lot of people in Asia, the Westerners that come over here, they're always just bouncing around, a few days here, a few days there. But I'm a slow traveler. If I'm gonna go somewhere, I'm gonna spend a month over there. And I think that that's how you get to really learn and grow and experience a place. So I encourage you to do that. Really commit to spending a month in a place. And that may mean that you have to do more research on places that you want to be. What I've learned about myself too is that I just can't handle cities anymore. I tried to sell myself on Da Nang, Vietnam, and I just couldn't. It was too urban. But now I've come down here an hour south to Hoi An, and I'm enjoying it so much more. It's so nice to be in a less urban environment. Although it's still hundreds of thousands of people, it's different, and it's beautiful. And I'm loving life. I'm in love with this life. I can't believe I get to wake up every day and kind of make my own adventure, and I have someone to do it with. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. So one thing I realized when I turned tail and moved back is that I needed to work on my relationships. I needed to get into a long-term relationship to show me all the parts of myself that I needed to work on. And boy, has it done that. But I've met the challenge, and I continue to. Anytime there's conflict, it's a chance to grow. And it's not about avoiding conflict at all. It's about how quickly you can repair arguments. How can you repair the relationship as quickly as possible? It's hard. A lot of people don't learn how to do that. And that's why they don't have lasting relationships or friendships. But I'm learning that that's the key. How quickly can you repair something? Because when you let it fester, it becomes a poison that seeps in. And oftentimes, if you repair something too late, it's too late. And the damage has been done. And relationships and community, that's it, isn't it? That's the key. That's the key to security in life, to freedom in life, to feeling fulfilled. Everything is all about the collective and the energy exchange that you feel when you really connect with other people. Those are the moments in traveling that in my career that I feel have the most importance. When you can connect with people, you have something that's more valuable than gold. Money isn't everything, but people are. And I hope that you find your people. Whether you stay in your job, you quit your job, you go traveling, you don't stop traveling. Because nobody deserves to be lonely. Everybody deserves connection, true connection, and happiness and peace and love. Everybody deserves that. So I hope you find it. Thanks for listening to all this today and my stories. So go out in your life, get what you want, and never give up. Thanks.